JJ. Here we are at the Lotus Lounge. So it's Sunday, a couple days past the eclipse full moon. It's 21st November. Thanksgiving's around the corner. Not really sure what we're doing yet, but my sister called and asked if we wanted to go hang out with her, and I guess she's cooking, and she's like 3 hours away, and I'm not really feeling like driving all the way over there, so I said no. So me and the boys are probably going to go out to eat somewhere. I have cooked Thanksgiving dinner before, but now I choose not to. So, I don't know, looked at a place on the water. Hopefully we'll be able to do something like that. So, I don't know, I wanted to just come on here and talk a little bit about magic and healing. Not really sure where this episode is going to go. I've got a few things that I specifically want to share. So let's talk about magic. This is a declassified CIA document, so I just wanted to kind of read this. This would be an explanation of magic from the CIA. So this technique, it's called, patterning. So this technique involves the use of the consciousness to achieve desired objectives in the physical, emotional, or intellectual sphere. Patterning involves concentration on the desired objective while in a focused 12 state extension of the individual's perception of that objective into the whole expanded consciousness and its projection into the universe with the intention that the desired objective is already a matter of established achievement which is destined to be realized within the time frame specified. This particular methodology is based on the belief that the thought patterns generated by our consciousness in a state of expanded awareness create holograms which represent the situation we desire to bring about. And in so doing, establish the basis for actual realization of that goal. Once the thought-generated hologram of the sought-after objective is established in the universe, it becomes an aspect of reality which interacts with other circumstances. In other words, the technique of patterning recognizes the fact that since consciousness is the source of all reality, our thoughts have the power to influence the development of reality in time-space as it applies to us if those thoughts can be projected with adequate intensity. However, the more complicated the objective that's sought and the more radically it departs from the current reality, the more time the universal hologram will need to reorient our reality sphere to accommodate our desires. Monroe trainers caution against attempting to force the pace of this process because the individual could succeed in dislocating his existing reality with drastic consequences. That's a declassified CIA document, patterning. So, we manifest our own reality, as I've said on here before. So I thought that was pretty interesting. As the lights go out and the world falls asleep, you'll gaze towards the night sky, and at a glance, you'll see a new beginning, the sun shining through. The old world will fade and promptly disappear as new powers emerge and become visible to all. As pyramids implode into dusty, red smoke walls, it'll be all but too late to change it. You've been waiting and wanting it, though, so don't be surprised. The world will finish transitioning soon. When we come out, you'll have seen it all. Yet not many, only a few, will stay here to do so. If you have listened, if you have looked, the answers you have been seeking will all come to you. The past holds a sequence, a cycle of sorts. If you look deeply, you'll see it all through. But hurry as clocks strike 2 o'clock, because when they hit the 11th hour of week 44, the transition will be over and cycle 22 will begin. Where will you be to witness it all? I found that on Instagram. I was actually back in October, and it says it Brant 22, BRANDT 22. I don't know, just something random that I found, but it coincides with where we are right now. So I want to talk a little bit about some healing herbs and things also. So, rosemary. It improves memory and protects from low energies. Sage increases energy, clears out the home of negative energy. Sage also kills airborne viruses. Tarragon helps rid bad habits, and it's good for weight loss and giving up smoking. Tarragon. Thyme heals emotional loss, improves sleep. Dill wards off colds and attracts lovers. Coriander lifts moods, combats stress, and inspires love. That's CORIANDER. Coriander. Acorns have magic. Acorns, if you place them in your window, will attract prosperity and luck. Carry an acorn to banish loneliness. Wear it as an amulet around your neck for protection. Put it in your car to ward off getting lost. Acorns work well in healing spells. Carry one for good health, longevity, and youth. Carry an acorn to ward off illness. Use an acorn as a charm to bring back a lover. Acorns are a symbol of new life, fertility, abundance, strength, prosperity, and protection. It's associated with fire, water, and the sun. The acorn, or oak nut, is the nut of the oak tree, and acorns well with rose quartz, carnelian, and jasper. If you want, you can choose to do something like this, but a little magic spell. Identify your true love by labeling 2 acorn caps with your name and the name of the person you're interested in. Float them in a bowl of water. If they drift together, you've made a successful match. If they float apart, your match would be unsuccessful. So, using the acorn caps, putting your name on the cap, placing it in water, and see if they float together or float apart. It's kind of cute. So the 11 most powerful antibiotics. Your first line of defense against any illness or infection is your own immune system. These foods will super boost your body's ability to fight any nasty bugs that come your way and will help you on top of your game all year round. Apple cider vinegar, garlic, ginger, horseradish root, onion, habanero peppers, oregano oil, turmeric, echinacea, and raw honey. Drinking turmeric and cinnamon tea is effective at reducing mucus, inflammation, and improves immunity. Drinking half a lemon with a few slices of ginger in warm water multiple times a day to boost your immune system, and it helps reduce mucus. Clove tea also has different benefits. So cloves, if you steep it in tea, facilitates digestion. It's an antiseptic. You can take a shower with cold clove tea. You can make hand sanitizer with clove tea. Supports oral health. Struggles with diabetes. So it benefits with diabetes. It's good for headaches, good for a sore throat, good for the flu, and good for a toothache. Clove tea. So, just a few things here I just kind of wanted to touch on today. Some herbs that will kill viruses and clear out your lungs. Oregano. It's proven to drastically reduce viral activity in 15 minutes and attacks the respiratory syncytial virus, the RSV. Licorice. It helps loosen the mucus in your body and flush it out by making you cough. As a known anti-inflammatory, it also fights sore throats. Rosemary naturally attacks viruses and fights off everything from hepatitis to influenza. thanks to its oleanolic, OLEANOLIC. God, sometimes these words are just ridiculous to have to say. But it's oleanolic acid. Okay, so that's what happens to do with rosemary. So, what else we want to share on here? So, some things to help you kind of get back into yourself. Connect with nature, spend time naked, dance freely, sit beneath a tree and just listen. Shake and shimmy your body, just move. Turn off your phone for a day. Get to know your local herbs and plants. Notice the animals around you. And walk with your bare feet on the earth. So I just want to touch on too some other healing ways of using meditation. So different types of meditation, there's several different forms that you can use. So meditation isn't only sitting still with your eyes closed. It can actually be experienced in many different ways. So watching a beautiful sunset, stargazing, dancing, listening to music, any creative project, martial arts, nature watching, gardening, anything that induces a flow state within your mind is meditative. The flow state is one of the most optimal states to exist in because it's quite literally the definition of being in the present moment. And as I've said before, the key to happiness is being present. So 4 reasons why you might be feeling incomplete. Your idea of happiness is based on something external, so external validation, seeking outside of yourself to fill you up. You're holding on to emotions that are blocking your self-awareness. Your life experiences are not contributing to your growth. So the things that you're engaging in isn't really assisting in your own evolution. You're not aligned. And you're ignoring and not pursuing your interests. Staying in gratitude shields you from negativity. It makes you at least 25% happier. It assists in rewiring your brain. It eliminates stress. It heals. Gratitude improves sleep. It boosts self-esteem and performance, enhances the law of attraction, and improves relationships. I say often about the importance of staying within the frequency of gratitude. Leaving your old life. When you're leaving your old life, do you notice that when you empower yourself, people belonging to your old reality begin to attack you, reach out to you, or try to pull you back? It's because they got used to how you were giving your power away to them. And when you decided to disengage, they can energetically feel that now. They'll have no control over you. unconscious people live on fear, control, blame, disempowerment. So don't be surprised if your universe or your higher self asks you to cut these cords from these roots. Heal the aspect of you that attracted them. Break the patterns that keep you stuck in the old loop and call your power back to you. Be willing to be authentic in your life, and real shifts will occur. I strive for the new. Kind of covers most of the things that I wanted to discuss on here for today. I know I kind of touched on several different things, but it's so important for people to realize that everything that you need is already within you. God is within. The third temple that's going to be built, and I said this before, that is the pineal. That is your connection to God consciousness, Christ consciousness, the universal consciousness, whatever you want to call it. The 12 disciples are the 12 cranial nerves in your brain. Golgotha is where Jesus was or is buried. I might be saying that wrong. Golgotha, Golgotha, that's what it sounds like, Golgotha, means skull. The kingdom of God is within you. Do you understand? Like, is this making sense? Am I talking a language that people just seem to not understand? That kind of happens sometimes with Pisces. I read this thing one time that God gave us gifts to understand the universe, but it'd be really difficult for us to explain it to others. And sometimes I feel like that's exactly where I'm at. Like, am I talking another language that people just can't seem to kind of like grasp it? I think I'm saying it in a way that makes sense. So if you're not understanding, then we're just not on the same level, and that's okay. So one last thing. Star seeds, light workers, earth citizens, speak this aloud. Let me clear my throat before we get going. We, earthlings, do not give you the invisible dark forces, beings, and entities permission to control us in any form imaginable. We do not give you permission to wage war against each other, poison food and water supplies, poison us with chemicals that harm the human body, animals, and the environment. We, humans, do not give you permission to hold your sovereignty or to govern us, heads of state, who profit from people energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and by any other form of vampirism. We humans are once again bringing our planet Earth under our control for the benefit of all the citizens of the planet, and demanding that you, the dark forces that are part of the invisible, leave this planet immediately. This message has come out for everyone to see, and you should read this aloud. So I guess that's probably a good place to stop. Actually, I do want to talk about one more thing, and I think I brought this up before. So let me just share with you also. The Great Solar Flash. The Great Solar Flash is a natural event of our sun, which occurs at the end of the precession of the equinox 25,900 year cycle. The flash is prophesied to be a supernatural event which transforms all living life into a higher state of consciousness. This is known as ascension, and it is believed that the flash will activate our dormant DNA while pushing Earth into a fifth dimensional state of being, where thoughts manifest instantly and telepathy is the method of communication. 5D will be a place of love, peace, and bliss, as the veil of our fear and ignorance will be lifted. Our sun is now expected to be at the end of this cycle and will begin flashing anytime before 2030. To prepare for this, we are told to meditate and cultivate a sense of peace, forgiveness, and love for ourselves and all beings. This will raise the collective vibration high enough to transition Earth into a higher dimensional realm of existence. So, loves, this is why we're here. Some of us are on a mission. Some of us remember what that means. So stay in your love. Stay in the love vibration. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Find me on my website, jjlotusTherapy.com. All kinds of services available: yoga, meditations, mantras, mudras, different healing videos so you can begin your own process and heal thyself. Thanks for listening. Namaste.